Okay, so romance isn't dead, it's just evolving, apparently. An executive at an artificial intelligence company says AI companion services can actually improve real-life relationships. NewsNation business contributor and New York Post reporter Lydia Moynihan joins me now. Okay, Lydia, I think it's important also, too, to point out this isn't a third party saying this. This is an AI tech executive, whiz. Her name is Rita Popova. Tell us how she thinks AI is helping us be better friends and also better romantic partners.
Yeah, important to note that she has something to gain by us jumping on this bandwagon. So she's been involved in two companies. The first is called Replica, which quite literally is trying to replicate having a human relationship. It's a very sophisticated friend bot. You can call it, you can text it, and they say it's really helpful for people either who are kind of experiencing a lot of loneliness or who feel uncomfortable in social situations to practice that kind of conversation skills, engagement. And they also note as well that it just helps you, get back out there. But of course, the concern is that the more you rely on these sort of chatbots, the less inclined you are to actually put yourself out there. The other company she's been involved with is called Blush, and it is a specific dating app simulator, so it helps you sort of open up, it helps you become more vulnerable. And she said working with these technologies has made her understand in her real life what makes her a better friend, what makes her a better partner, because she sees what the friend bot gives and doesn't give and what she wishes it said in response to what she was communicating. So that is a helpful tool. But again, I think the more people use this, the more comfortable they become just relying on that. And
it becomes a crutch.
One more.
I think so
exactly.
too.
One more. What's staggering to me, this has only been around a few years. There are 10 million people who have used this product, 2 million who regularly use it, and 500,000 people who pay $70 a year for all of the bells and whistles.
Mainly, did those numbers surge after the pandemic, though, when we all got used to being in our own, bubble and not being around other people? Because I just think if you keep on using this, you're not going to go after the real deal. And then before you know it, you're Joaquin Phoenix and her. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but
I have.
This is very reminiscent of that.
Don't say you weren't warned.
We were warned.
Yeah, art mirroring fiction, or art mirroring life, or life following art. The two are becoming more intertwined.
Okay, so interesting. Let's talk, if we still have time for this, guys, I want to talk money with you, Lydia, because a new report ranks the most expensive cities to live in. I have my guesses that I think everybody has top of mind. What are they, and how much are people paying to live there? Let me guess, New York and L.A.
San Francisco.
San Fran.
So close.
Honolulu.
Markie, Nick actually got it right. Now, every study, I feel like they have to be different. So the way they calculate what is the most expensive changes a little bit. So they found it was actually Honolulu.
What?
That was the most expensive city to live. And then Nick got it right. The Bay Area, San Jose and San Francisco were the other two. Now, they basically calculated sort of the cost of living in terms of rent, all of these things, but they look at the top quintile for what they call the sort of managerial professional class. Now, not surprising that anytime you're in Hawaii or Alaska or New York, a city like that, it's going to be more expensive to ship various goods to you. They found that in the center of the country, it was a lot cheaper. Amarillo, Texas, Augusta, Georgia, and then one other city in Texas, McAllen, Texas.
It's most expensive to ship to those places?
Those are the cheapest
cities. Oh, the
cities,
cheapest. Okay.
They're in the middle of the...
Explain that to me. Okay, got it.
What they found is that they looked at New York City as a whole, so they factored in the Bronx and Queens and some of the more affordable areas. So it didn't make the top three, but they said if Manhattan was a standalone city, that would be by far the most expensive place to live.
Okay, that blew my mind. Honolulu.
Honolulu.
I'm learning something new every day here.
Doesn't that sound? That sounds a lot nicer than Manhattan to me. If I was going to choose an island, I think I'd rather choose a tropical island than
sounds a lot nicer than Manhattan.
Whatever this is.
I'll meet you there, Lydia. We can split rent. Deal.
Perfect. Yeah, it sounds like we'll need to with those prices.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I'll see you there. Lydia Moynihan, thanks so much. Have a great weekend, my friend.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.